Hello, everyone. I'm here by my lonesome. Miss Chloe has some things to do tomorrow, so she is going to bed early. But hey, chat link is the first comment up there, so if you are here and you want to jump in, please do. All right, so let's say hello to the peoples in the chat. Hello, Sean B. Thank you, as always, for being here. Hello, Miss Jenny. And hey, been quite a week, hasn't it? Especially me. Oh, hello, we've got more people. Hello, Screams of Anubis. Hello, Miss Leslie. Nice to see everyone. All right, so very eventful week. It was an actual 6-day work week for me because we had Way Day at work. Oh my gosh, people. When people think there is a sale, I don't know what it is about calling instead of going to retail, but just the ugly comes out of people when they're talking to us agents on the phone. It really actually does. Some of the shit. Like one day, one particular guy called. It's Way Day, the biggest sale of the year. We're backed up to queue for probably until it was literally till 7 o'clock at night. And yeah, he wanted to call just to bitch and complain. Waited for like 2 to 3 hours to do so, and proceeded to tell me to eat shit and die. That was fun. I like when random strangers I've never met, whom I've never spoken to, have go on the phone just to tell the random agent that they're speaking with that when they could, I don't know, speak with corporate like a normal person does. Yeah, this is why by and large I say I hate people. I don't actually hate people. I just hate how they get when they think they can get away with it. It gets real nasty, doesn't paint a shining picture of humanity, I must say, on that one. Oh, I think I highlighted you, Screams of Anubis, but just in case I didn't, hello, Screams of Anubis. So that was going on. I was dealing with Way Day. Plus, we had the trial going on and the uptake in amber stands. That's been real fun to deal with. It's just been fabulous. Oof. And God, this trial, there's so much information that's going out, and I'm trying to keep track of the JRC case and what's getting ready to go before the Senate there in May. It's been a nightmare. I try to get in everything that I possibly can. I had it playing in the background all during Way Day so I could still hear what was going on while I was on the phones. And then also keeping track of what's the updates for what's happening in May. It's been a little nuts, folks. But we've had some interesting people to comment, like especially Richard Marks. And I'm sorry, but I love that context. Like, we literally fought a war so that we didn't have to give a shit about English judgments. And I'm just like, finally somebody said it other than me. Because, I've been told I'm a bitch for saying that. I'm like, but it's true, though. We did fight a war, so we didn't have to. live by key verdicts and edicts and rules and laws. We have our own laws. So that was interesting to see. I haven't been able to pay as much attention as I like because on the phones. So, how has everybody been doing so far? I know the uptick in ampersands has kind of been hitting like a barrage of flying monkeys straight out of hell. So go ahead and comment. How's your guys' week been going? Have you been keeping better track than me of the trial? Talk to me here. Oh, did I miss Florida? Oh no, I gotcha. Hey, cement shoes. So a lot's been going on. Like literally 2 agents, have confirmed that Johnny was in talks to do another Pirates and Marvel. And as a Marvel nerd, can I fucking say, this is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. As a Marvel nerd, having him in the Marvelverse would have been fucking fabulous. I would have loved that. I would love to know who they were approaching him for, what role. Because now I'm extremely curious. Like how can you do that to me? Disney? You took some crazy person's word. I don't think I'm going to get over that anytime soon. I don't think I'm going to get over that. I'm salty right now. I'm really salty about that. I'm probably going to be as salty about that for a good long minute. You robbed us of Pirates and then you were from Marvel. Yeah, that one stings. That one stings a lot. All right, folks. So, JD is kicking her ass all over that courtroom. See, that's that thing that these people who support AH don't seem to understand. In a court of law, facts speak, not feelings. Thank you, Cement Shoes. I appreciate that. That's one of the best things about courts. They don't give a shit what's popular. They don't care about your feelings. One of the most beautiful things in the entire world. This is where facts take front and center stage, not cult of personality. And oh my gosh, have her little turd stains been salty. They're throwing misogyny around again as though they know what that word actually means. It seems to me they like to throw that word misogyny at anybody who disagrees with them about anything. Anything. We've taken this word that used to actually fucking mean something, and we've turned it into a weapon to then throw at people whenever we can't come up with a more coherent and logical answer. We've been doing that a lot. That's its own rant. When we start throwing around buzzwords at people because we can't do our due diligence to come up with a proper argument. Yeah. I think AH thought that the jury was going to be easy to fool. After all, from 2016 ahead, she had fooled so many people and used the Me Too movement to basically railroad any opposition to the point that by and large, yeah, the majority of people are just like, oh, Well, that sucks. Except for us few people who do our due diligence and research. She has been running on this high of winning the narrative and having the media kiss her ass. Probably wipe it too. I hope they check their beds. Just saying. And that she's had it for 6 years now. 6 years. But now we are in the US, where a judge doesn't get to make the decision, the jury does. Which means all those facts that we have been telling people about for 6 goddamn years, all those facts are coming out and in the open. She can't silence those facts anymore. And her and those who gung-ho support her, they can't stand that. They really can't. And folks, this is what's really hilarious. One decided to get in an argument with me earlier today, during a lull. And they're telling me, you can't have that opinion. You can't make your opinion off of shit posts. So actually, my conclusions are and using the whole, you're just a stan, you just want in his pants. Actually, I'm a 14-year veteran in the neurodiversity and disability rights movement, and I'm supporting a man who is experiencing the same shit the rest of us have all had to deal with on some level. And I also told her, and I'm sorry, but there is only one man I stan, one man only, and his name is Groucho Marx. Just to be a smartass, because I'm pretty sure they're going to have no idea who that is. Okay, and then she just kept arguing when I told her I base my conclusions off of court documents, medical records, audios, and police cam footage. And literally, guys, they threw back at me, I don't think you did. And I had to be a smartass and say, why? Because my conclusion is not the same as yours? And she told me, I quote, guys, get this. Because your conclusions are completely illogical. Illogical. So, folks, what we were being told by the little amber stands of the world is that, evidence and facts. And what you draw from those hard evidence and facts is illogical. What planet am I on? This is the kind of shit that makes me fear for the species and wonder what the hell are they teaching in schools these days? When in the name of God is having a conclusion for presented hard evidence and facts illogical? Does anybody understand this logic? IKH. I don't understand. No, what's irrational, and yes, I'm going to go all autistic on any of these little AH stands who might wander by my little channel. What's completely illogical is running every decision off of your feelings and refusing to change those in spite of new evidence. That's all I got to say. What's illogical is doing what these people do, running around by the seat of their pants, believing whatever the media fucking tells them to believe. They didn't learn anything from us in Gen X, I'm just saying. We learned a long time ago not to believe whatever it was that we read. And they just, but women solidarity. No. 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 I'm not just going to stand beside another woman just because they're a woman. That is deep. What is this generation? What is this generation that that's even a thing? You know? Like, no, I'm not just going to back her just because she's my same gender. That's not how I operate. That's not how a good majority of neurodiverse operate. We operate off of facts. We're analytical and logical. Hell, it's why most of these people complain about us all the damn time. And oh yes, I heard about the Drew Barrymore thing. So apparently, and I didn't watch it because I was already having a shit day when that came out. And the last thing I needed to do was see another thing that was going to get me more pissed off to the point it came off to where people I was talking to on the phones. Apparently, she did a show where her and some other comedian started making jokes about this case. Yep, I'm glad I didn't read that shit on the phones. I would have lost my shit. Oh, I would have lost my shit. That would be on the equivalent of somebody laughing while watching the Andre McCollins video to me. Same energy. Same energy. And then I heard she said, this could have all been kept quiet. That's the problem. No. That's the problem. Men who are abused and then falsely accused are not talked about. Neurodiverse people who are abused and hell, even murdered, they will demonize a child. They will demonize a child. They've done it. I've seen it in the media over and over and over again, where they will victim blame the dead child that the mother or the father have murdered for their disability. But the child was out of control, and they were doing this and that and this. It's a child. And yeah, they do it to every last single one of us. Every last single one of us. I'm just sad to see that he was one to join our neurodiverse numbers and go through it too. About JD's finger getting cut off. Yeah. That sort of shit pisses me off. Yep. That's very true, Cement Shoes. Okay, could you elaborate, Leslie? I'm not sure what you're going on with that. It is, Sean. It's completely messed up. It's one of the reasons I knew I had to start doing videos and everything on this case, because I knew that I would see from an angle that nobody else would. So that's why I got involved. Well, I was already involved, but I didn't actually start doing videos. Hello, Susan. Nice to see you. And yeah, I never believed or sided with AH. She's guilty as hell for that op-ed and abusing Johnny. She didn't name Johnny in the op-ed, but it was obvious who she was talking about in it. I had an idea of what's going on before I knew about the op-ed, just because I know a couple of stunt people, and they also helped do some of the rigging with the Black Pearl, who worked with them on that movie. They came to me and Paul back there's and our former roommate Sydney's, all of us's Memorial Day barbecue, right? And we all had our things of food out. And the woman of the couple who worked on the Black Pearl with the first one with Johnny would start going on a rant. Just this rant. And she's one of the sweetest, kindest little California people you could have ever met in your life. And this tiny girl about my size just starts going off. So that's where I learned about all of it. DV knows no gender. DV also happens to disabled and abled people alike. Victim blame goes all around, but I find that victim blaming happens in particular to men and people with disabilities. You won't believe how often I said it. Her mouth was about AH. Okay, I see what you're saying there. Oh yeah, and Cement Shoes, she is an outed ableist now. I heard that on the audios, that little I told you, ableism will always out, folks. Ableism will always out itself. When I heard that audio when she was using his ADHD against him, a little bit of me was pissed off and angry, but sadly knowing I fucking knew she used his disability against him. I just couldn't prove it. I knew she did. And lo and behold, yeah. In fact, HP, if you want to look them up, I'm going to give you their Screen Guild names. They don't care if I give that out. If you look on IMDb, their names are Jackson Bolt and Rochelle Roderick. And yeah, they both got an IMDb page like miles long, but they're on there. And yeah, they worked on the first Black Pearl movie. And they've done other stuff too, like Star Trek Nemesis and Angel the series. Jackson worked in Buffy. They're really cool people. Yeah, children, elderly. This case is bringing a lot of stuff up. But in particular, men and the way people with particular puts a spotlight on how people with ADHD are treated. Which I already known and fought against that shit before, but they get demonized even more than us autistics do. Do a quick search. Literally, ADHDers are abusive. Line after line after line, when more often than not, it's the exact fucking opposite. Oh, yeah. Yes, she did. I heard the sexual assault thing fucking kicked me in the gut. Took me straight right back to childhood. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, I had to kind of skip past that part because, yeah. Whew. I'm physically disabled. 2 different people have called me a gimp, which to me is an N word. One of them I didn't punch. There's a lot of ableist shit going on openly, too. Nice, Seaman Shoes, nice. I'll think that you did that for the rest of us, okay? I'm gonna live vicariously through you. Jenny, I said hi to you later. Earlier. I said hi to you earlier. You can jump on if you would like. Also, if my computer, guys, it stormed earlier. It's acting wonky. Really wonky. So I'm sorry about that. I believe I caught you earlier. If I didn't, I'm really sorry. I'm not trying to ignore you. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a bit scatterbrained, guys, whenever I'm on streams here because I'm usually coming off of work. So just remind me. I'm sorry, guys. I really am. I just put the link in. Let me know if you guys can't see it because it is being a little wonky.
Hey.
I'm sorry, hun. I didn't see it.
Okay. It's okay. I was like,
No, I'm not intentionally ignoring anyone. Just
I know,
God.
it's fine.
This whole week with this trial and the sales, God. So how are you doing, Jenny?
I'm doing okay. I want to rant about a couple things because, well, I got a lot.
All right. Well, I've been ranting for a solid 27 minutes. Go right ahead.
Okay. So, did you see the 30 minutes Australia thing?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is wrong with Nick? He was there in the UK. He was there. He saw it all. Like, hi, Sean B. Hi, KH. Hi, how do I pronounce that? L1. Leslie? I guess. Anyway, sorry. And, like, how did he, like, go, oh, I'm going to go on 30 minutes and be like, I'm going to spread all these lies? What?
All of us are wondering what the fuck happened. He went from being completely non-biased, and he was.
Yeah, and then if you look at his followers on Twitter, he's following all age people.
That was the biggest abrupt face I have ever seen.
I know.
It's shady. It's shady as hell. I don't think he suddenly changed his opinion. I think somebody changed it for him.
I think he did a little something. And I think you're thinking the same thing, but I'm not going to say it on stream.
All I'll say is that was shady as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. You have some more stuff to talk about.
Yes. So, the other thing, Christopher Melcher went on there. He is going on Parkour Planet and supporting Britney, but he can't support Johnny? Like, they're one and the same, basically, you fuck.
It's the same situation. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if at first the reason why she was taking those photos is if she wasn't trying to put him in Brittany's situation. I always thought
Yeah.
that. Because then her evidence makes more sense.
Yeah.
If you're trying to get him declared incompetent, her evidence makes more sense that way. And then Johnny got the jump on her.
Yeah. And, okay, so walking away from that subject, what the hell is wrong with AH's lawyers?
Oh my God, right?
Okay, so we're bots?
Again.
What else? Or we're either bots or we're some cat typing into a computer.
Or we're getting paid.
What?
Like, I'm sorry, honey, if I were getting paid, you really think my ass would be here? You all would know because you never see my happy ass again.
Yeah. Hey, Johnny, where's our check if we're getting paid?
Dude, I have not had a vacation in 14 years. Help a sister out.
Right? Oh, God. Like, they don't have anything because everything was called out last week, as we all know, because we all saw it.
Freaking Elaine. I swear to God, maybe she is actually a Depp fan. Maybe she's trying to sabotage from within.
I mean, did you see that video where she was at the Lone Rangers?
Right?
Maybe.
Like,
possibly. It might be her.
It's because, like, what if, though?
Yeah. If that's her, and it just blows everything out of the water going, oh, that fan.
I mean, that would be like, I don't know. I would freaking die. At that point, I think all of us would fall over and die.
Oh my God. If that is...
Right?
If that's the truth, that she's a Depp fan, it would explain why she keeps on saying, what P word.
Oh my God. It's like mine. Like mine went inward, and I think it went into my lower intestines, and I think it like in a butt cheek or something. Like it went to hide. It went to hide.
I was like, that explains so much why she's so wet in court.
Oh my God, though. That's like shit you do not say out loud.
Like, is she like a walking puddle?
Like, when I met Temple Grandin face to face many eons ago for the first time, yeah, I said something weird and autistic and awkward as fuck when I finally stopped staring after 5 minutes. But not that. Not anything like that. Nothing even weird or fan-like even. It just nervous words, and I blurted out some random fact. I think it had to do with cows.
How much of a train wreck she is.
No, seriously though. Like,
right?
Jen, even you'd be like, oh, I get a check? Am I supposed to getting paid? Dude, like, especially you've been on this longer than me, especially on social media.
Yeah.
Like,
I've been on this since day one.
My God, if I had all the money people have claimed that I'm getting paid by all these people, like, dude, you really think I'd be a call center jockey? You think I enjoy that shit?
I would even take $20. If he was just dishing out $20, I don't care.
I don't know.
I'll sell my soul for $20.
Send me coffee.
Right?
Fancy coffee. Like coffee that like is so fancy and so dark that I'll see stars when I take a sip.
Honestly, if he wanted to give me a gift card to whatever coffee shop that's here, I'd be like, okay, cool. We're cool. Thanks. I'm kidding,
Okay.
guys. Not really. I'm just joking around.
Oh my God, Muffin Gate.
Yes.
This is how in love with herself she is. She thinks that she's so special that those muffins were made just for her because he has the hots for her, obviously. And his wife, oh, Dr. Curry, he does that for everyone.
She does that for everyone because she's the one that wants the muffins there. But she has to ask her husband to do it because she's always running late.
Gotcha. Yeah, that was son in the Bahamas. She's embarrassed. She really is. She really is.
Yeah, about the Bahamas. I swear they were seconds from saying that he slapped the sand.
Well, he fell head face into the sand. If I were around her ass, I'd be drinking enough to be blacked out on the sand, too.
Well, he was sleeping in that hammock and he just rolled over.
It fucking happens.
Yeah.
But people blame him for drugs. I'd be like, if I had to deal with that kind of shit, I would be blitzed off my ass 24/7.
Like, I'm sorry that we don't sleep like zombies, but no, we roll.
It happens. Yes. Hammocks are freaking dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, they're all comfy and you fall asleep. No, I've done it. I've done it. Okay, Bryn, I need to know the brand. I need this in my life.
And is it possible to put it into an IV?
Right? Mainline that shit. Straight into the damn veins.
Who needs drugs? We need coffee.
Freaking Muffin Gate. God, the Amica cream.
Yeah. God. I wish Johnny said that. Like, I don't need drugs. I just need coffee shot in my veins and I'll be happy at this point.
You probably would. We all would.
It would have been funny.
Because he hasn't, like, seriously though. Chat, I've been sober for 3 years. If I had to, like, if I was forced somehow to have a conversation with no way out for 10 minutes with that woman, I would want the first gallon of vodka I could find, and I would down that shit like a shot.
Honestly, I would grab the first whiskey bottle someone hands me and be like, okay, so I'm going to drown this. You talk. I'm not going to listen to you, but you just talk. I'm just going to drink because I'm done. If I was stuck in a room with her. Jeez.
She does remind me of Joan Crawford, though.
Yeah.
She really, really does.
Yeah, she's the mother now. Questionable.
I hope to God we don't. But if I'm allowed a little dark humor here, you want to know the only difference between Joan Crawford and Amber Heard?
Oh, dear God. What?
Joan Crawford actually had talent.
Actually,
she did.
Yeah. Actually, no, you want to know dark humor? AH reminds me of Sharon Osbourne. And Sharon has at least a little bit of talent to be able to speak.
Right?
I don't like Sharon Osbourne much, but I'll give her that. She is able to speak.
Oh my God, yes. I'm sorry, but as soon as that came out, I had to use the meme. Do you know The Muffin Man from
Yeah.
Shrek.
Yeah.
We all did. Even Come
Oh
Geek
yeah.
some did. I've been
Yep.
flipping around because my YouTube does this curious thing where about at 12 o'clock the stream goes off and then it won't load again. So I have to surf between streams.
Mm-hmm.
While on the phone, that's been fun.
It was doing that for me the first week. Now it's actually one stream. Thankfully.
No wire hangers. Oh my god, but no, seriously. Do you know the Muffin Man? I wish I did. Because I'm broke and I'd be like, Muffin?
Right.
Seriously, no. I would ply shamelessly with cat pictures. I don't care. Here's exercise. Bot reporting for duty. Oh yes, we're all robots again. And
Yep.
I'm illogical because reading court documents, medical documents, seeing police body cam footage. Well, you probably heard me earlier. That makes me illogical that I believe facts instead of just believe her.
Yeah, I was in the chat listening. What was I going to say? Shit. I was going to say something that was good. Oh, they found the Toronto tapes.
I heard some of it was sexual assault against him.
Yeah, it was. You can actually hear her blowing him.
Or trying.
Say. No, she was doing it.
Even though he was telling her to stop.
Yeah. She literally SA'd him in the recordings. That's why she's claiming it, because objection. Got it. Now I know why she's doing it. She's claiming SA against him because she SA'd him in recording.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
And unfortunately, all that took me a little too close. I couldn't listen to the whole thing. I was like full body shaking.
I had to listen to it only like 5 minutes at a time so that I didn't explode, because you know my history of crap.
And you know mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just shaking and furious and having flashbacks to my past, which is never good.
Yep. Same.
And God.
Yeah, and it did get me to have a point of meltdown at one point, actually.
Oh yeah.
It was not good.
Nope, it's not good. Which is, by the way, what you all see in the TMZ video, what nobody ever seems to note, is that is one of us melting down. That's what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
That is what it's looked like. Although when it's me, oh my God. Yeah, I make that look tame in comparison.
Yeah.
So he was having, very obviously, a neurodiverse ADHD meltdown.
Yeah.
But he's slamming. That's aggressive. And thank you for stigmatizing all the people with ADHD and autism and all the other neurodiverse people who have those kinds of reactions when overwhelmed.
Yep.
Oh, HP's got something up here.
Okay. Chris Carino, the agent who set up the for
the rendezvous
for JD and AH. Yes. After the Tiara was filed, and she wanted to meet him.
And when she did what she did.
Yep. He was begging for the pain to stop or self-harm.
But we indies, I don't mean to paint us all this way, but there's a lot of us.
Yeah.
We don't all do it the same way.
Yeah.
Mine would be like slamming my head full force into the wall or into the floor repeatedly, or digging my nails in so deep and dragging up. That's something. Yeah.
As a former cutter, I get it.
But I was always terrified of knives. But not my nails. Don't ask me. It's probably an autistic thing.
You know. Yeah. I get it why he was feeling that way, because I'm a forward cutter and it's horrible feeling that way, that you have no other way out but to do that. It's awful.
And the drugs aren't just when you're one of us. You have to remember, it's overwhelming for any person. But for us, I don't know how to describe it. It's not necessarily more. I don't want to put it that way. But ADHDers and autistics in particular have hypersensory.
Yeah, and honestly, okay, so me being a former drug addict, drugs calm me down. When you have ADD or ADHD, you are on it. You're always going. So something like that is going to calm you down. It's a stimulant to calm you down.
Same with autistics.
Yeah.
My drinking had a dual purpose.
Mm-hmm.
It started because I was being literally very well aware of the fact that I was being self-destructive.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to poison myself with alcohol to the point I actually looked up the lethal limit for my weight.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, it's a thing that kept coming back when I was just completely stressed, completely overwhelmed, just not in a good place and not good things going on.
Mm-hmm.
We turn to drugs as a means to escape and as a means of self-harm. Anything that can separate us from the craziness, the hell that's going on, we'll use.
Yeah.
We'll use it.
Yeah.
And we've got some more comments here.
Yep. Go ahead. I'm reading them. I don't understand her at all. He's upset about something, and she walks in and sets up a camera and makes it about herself. But I think that was the after the financial meeting.
Mm-hmm.
If you're talking about the kitchen video.
Yep. And that's what I'm talking about, HP. That's what our meltdowns look like. And it is a relatively tame one, actually. I know I've joked about it, but no. When I got the news that my dad died, and after I came out of the shock, when I completely flipped my shit, I really did, tiny me, my size, lift up a full couch and throw it to a wall. So, slamming a few cabinets, I don't think is the worst thing in the world.
No.
In comparison to that.
No. And he just learned that he was getting screwed over by his former management team. So, like, honestly, I don't blame the guy for being upset.
I would have melted down.
Yeah. And that was Echo Space. I said that one. HP is talking about Jerry Judge and H's father.
They looked self-inflicted.
They are.
I've seen this. I've seen people come into ERs since I was before I could walk.
Yep.
I know what various all kinds of injuries look like up close and personal.
Mm-hmm.
If you're coming in with glass, if you've been dragged through glass,
it's deeper and longer and jagged.
And the glass is usually still in there.
Yeah.
They have to do surgery to get the rest of the glass shards out before they do any more damage.
Yeah, and they have to wash your arm and everything and before they stitch you closed. They never had to do that with her. So
at all. And if she was being dragged through glass, what if one of those would have nicked her arteries? Because that's very likely to happen.
Yeah, especially in your arm.
And I covered the rib stomping thing.
Yeah.
On my previous show where I just got tired of it and put up actual x-rays and what that looks like in an actual CT scan.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, HP. I appreciate that.
And HP, yeah, her dad was arrested for animal abuse, and Age gave her dogs to him. Anyways.
Does anybody else think that was a dig at JD? He loves dogs. That's well known.
Well, okay, so what happened there was she hired a private investigator, and he couldn't find anything on Johnny. So he reverse searched her, and oh wait, all this crap came up. Totally ridiculous. Smite shoes. I lost my mom in January and my dad this February. I felt like I could have dismantled an
Amish barn.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry for your loss, Smite.
Oh my. I'm sorry, hon.
HP, I was aware IO slapping Rocky, but up till Dr. Curie testimony, I didn't know Amber had also slapped Rocky. No one did. That was a new thing. I think that happened recently. I mean, we saw the video that Madison recorded, and she was hurting Rocky by holding her too tight, but she wasn't slapping her then. So it had to be recently that she slapped Rocky.
Like, she's not doing herself favors here.
No. Like, to claim all that stuff about the Thanksgiving dinner that Madison was there for.
Right? Anybody think that him suddenly coming out with charges just at the right time is coincidence?
I mean, there's pictures of her and what's it? What's her name?
Evan.
Yes, Evan together. So clearly they conspired something.
And oh my God, did I get so much shit when I said in the beginning, no, I'm not going to condemn Manson. I'm going to do like I did with this case. I'm going to wait for the evidence.
Yeah, same.
I do actually believe in a country that I have ancestors who helped build in innocent until proven guilty.
Mm-hmm. HP. That's what Dr. Curie alluded to, that they aren't friends anymore because of the slap. Could it be a possibility? Sure.
They were around. They were a part of the hoax. Did they really think eventually it wasn't going to happen to them?
With the amount of drugs that they were doing, do you really think they had the brains to think that?
I don't think any of these supporters have brains. I don't. When you tell me that I'm illogical for believing cold, hard facts.
Yeah, I heard your rant about that. I was like, oh my god, these people. I died. I was like, oh my god.
And of all people, never come against me and
Yeah.
try to tell me I'm illogical.
Yeah. Well, HP, there are a lot of evidence, and if you look at that heart-shaped glasses music video, she was vibing it up, playing it up so hard. It had not like, and someone who was there for that recording went on to an interview with Colonel Kirks and said no, they had clothes on during that music video, only their tops were off.
Oh, did you hear about the little update on that case? What Andrea said? What the? Okay, can I say this? What the fuck? I gotta take this moment.
Go ahead.
Fuck? How in the name of God are you going to say impersonating an FBI agent and then sending out that letters is protected under the First Amendment?
It's not, and to make up go ahead.
This comes from her, guys. This isn't coming from Manson. He's probably even wondering what the fuck.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jenny. You talk about this. I'm still trying to wrap my brain around it.
Okay, so with that, they made up a fake FBI unit. It's so bizarre. Why would you do that? And okay, so I know more about this case that it's like going to make your head go, what the hell? So the dates about the things that she said happened don't collide with what actually happened. When she said that she was his girlfriend at the time, he was dating someone else. And his ex-assistant would actually went on and talked and said, no, she was the one that was gaslighting him and everyone else and was verbally abusive to him and very controlling. Like, I don't know how much more BS can be said about that one, but okay. And then, how can you prove such stupid allegations after faking such stupid stuff? And to work and to date a known hacker who was caught?
Yeah. This chick here. Like my brain almost exploded when I read that.
Yeah. HP, yes, all those people have. Even Joe Perry's son and Joe Perry's wife also spoke up. I actually have screenshots of the son, and I have screenshots of the wife speaking up too.
But yeah, that blew my damn mind. I'll probably end up digging into that too. Still dealing with the madness of the JRC because God, this shit show is beginning.
Oh, and there's another thing about the Manson case. You mind if I talk about it for a second?
Yeah, go.
Okay, so Evan Rachel Wood and Elmer Gore created a fake email and saying it was Manson's email and sent child blank around under a fake email and tried to say that the FBI is looking at his devices under this stuff when there is no FBI investigation on this stuff. There should be one on them if they're making a fake email and pass around child blank around under this fake email.
I hate to give like some of the like some of the bastards out here who've been trying to cancel his ass since the 90s any credit, but they've never pulled any shit like this.
Yeah.
Like
how low do you have to be to do that?
I'm sorry, I've watched the man's interviews. He's extremely intelligent and actually incredibly thoughtful, especially towards his fans, unless he's playing a role. I actually suspect
he is
that
the
he's
gothic version of JD.
I always felt like his stage persona is much like when I have to wear a mask in public.
Yeah. Do you know what I like to... Okay, I know it's so stupid to joke about this, but it's such a lighthearted joke. And they joked about it too, so it's not like I'm making a new joke. They joked about it too. They like to joke that they're married, him and Johnny.
And
they're levels. They're lovers. Like, god dang it.
It's a bromance. I respect the bromance. I am jealous. I want a bromance. Yes, I know I'm a chick. It shouldn't matter. I mean, Mae West and Groucho Marx had an epic bromance. Come on. It's a beautiful bromance. It should be celebrated just like Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen.
Yeah.
My only complaint, and it's not actually against Manson, he came only one time here to perform at the Shrine Mosque, and this was when I was working for the state. And I had just come home from a conference, and I had been like up since 1 a.m. in the morning. I had been doing a conference for 12 hours. And I don't drive, so I had to take the bus from my work in order to get home. And it was during the weekend. It was right during that concert. And it wasn't him. It was the fucking Christians.
Mm-hmm.
They were protesting so hard, they backed up the streets.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't get home.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't get home. I was pissed. But eventually they did let out as more and more of his fans came. Thank you for the rest of your fans, sir. By the way, I finally was able to get home. Granted, by then I'd already was so pissed off I hit the bar and was kind of a little drunk. No, actually I had a good time that day once I had the first one in me. So actually, thank you for that too.
Mm-hmm. But, and Marilyn Manson is also Lily Rose's godfather, so I don't know what the heck.
It's freaking adorable. It's like Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart. I love me a good bromance.
Look at that. It's so cute.
It's a beautiful
thing.
A beautiful thing.
Yeah. Thank you for letting me share that.
Oh no, it's not a problem. It's a beautiful thing. I guess
I just had to share a cute moment.
I mean, come on now. That is just downright fucking wholesome.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost as cute as 2 baby kittens.
Yeah. And they have music videos together where they were doing some things in bed. Enough said there.
Yes.
It literally was in that one music video was an orgy.
I'm pretty sure both of them are about as well read in history as I am. I knew what the Greeks got up to, and the Romans, my God, they nailed everything with a pulse.
Yeah.
They're literally like the people who would have all the people that throw in a chicken. I wish I was joking. I'm not. I've read the things.
Yeah. Sean B asked a question.
Ah. I don't know. Like I said, I was taking calls because a lot of this stuff was coming out right in the middle of Way Day, and I had back to back calls.
I think what he meant was, okay, so you know how earlier, like years later, the other tapes were released, and we always heard the Toronto tape, and we always were like, where the heck is the Toronto tape? Why aren't we hearing the Toronto tape?
I do wonder where they suddenly appeared out of.
Where she's sucking his
Against his will, I might add.
Yeah. After drugging him.
And oh my god, I gotta say this one thing because I've been seeing it all week and it continues to piss me off. Can we stop talking about, but he should get with Camille? Camille. Joey Camille, like, fucking get off it. God.
He's a polite guy and he does things. He lives in a world where chivalry is a thing.
Oh, it's not just that, though. Why must we know everything about the man's love life?
I know.
He's had his life exposed to its very fine details for the last 6 years. Whether he is or isn't. Can he have one thing for his fucking self?
And honestly, I don't blame the guy if he doesn't want to date anyone again after what he went through with AH. That's up to him, and I'm going to leave it up to him to do whatever he wants. I don't care. I mean, I know who he might be dating, but I'm not going to go there because, yeah. I know who it is. I've known her for years.
And whether he is or not. Most people said he's not.
I'm not going there. I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Not our business.
Yep. I'm just keeping my mouth shut on the things I know about that.
It is what it is. I don't care. Do this. I'm just saying.
Echo Space. Yeah, the previous lawyers did hide some stuff. But I don't know if because the Toronto tape was recorded by AH, so I don't know if the lawyer would have had that. So they would have had to find it from AH and snatched it from her somehow.
Something. And yes, HP. The JRC lawyers are every bit as shitty and shady as they are.
If you want to go on off of that, I'll listen.
The advocates are getting hit again.
Oh?
What? It must be Tuesday, right?
Right.
If you so-called advocates should be advocating and sending money to send these kids to that school. Like, I lost my shit. It's in one of my videos. It's actually from 2021, but it's been making the rounds again. I will never, ever back that school. And anyone
I don't blame you.
Any parent who not only willingly sends their kid there, knowing all the evidence that is out, knowing that there's 6 kids dead, and then tells you should pay to send kids to this place? That's next fucking level. That's almost AH level sadistic. But yeah, that's all I had to say about that. I don't want to get too deep into that or I'll lose my shit.
Oh, I just thought of something about the
Hmm.
Toronto tapes.
Okay.
I wonder if Age put it into evidence, and that's why we have it. I wonder if that's what happened.
Riddle me this, Batman. If you're a fucking woman who's riding on your self-righteous ass, why in the name of God are you going to put into evidence something where you are clearly being told no, sexually assaulting someone, and we can hear you how she got famous?
Yeah. I mean, we all know how she got famous, but not popping.
Ugh. I still would like to ask her one day if there's any traction left or if it's throwing a ball down a hallway.
Mm-hmm. HP left. Bye, HP. Echo Spice. Interesting. Could it have been one of the so many files? Sorry, Chewbacca had when she compiled with the quarter. I mean, they got way more than just a few images. That was to get the forensic stuff going on the metadata you're talking about there. But she had to file her own evidence, and I wonder if that was one of the recordings she filed her own evidence in. And there is no answer to that because she never actually did it right, and it's just all outdated crap.
And things that I like. It's like when my mom used to tell me, like, this things I don't like to think about even now that I feel a deep need for brain bleach just to scrub it from my mind.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And oh my God, can we talk about the circus that happened outside the courthouse today? I'm so pissed.
Oh, I don't know about that. Okay, tell me.
It's from Iz, who got let back into the courtroom.
Okay, that's good. I'm happy for her.
And apparently, like, people were running up to him at the car.
What?
Yeah, while he was trying to leave.
Oh my God, what is wrong with people?
And dressing up, and I'm like, this isn't a sport event.
Yeah.
This is a court proceeding.
Yeah.
And he's reliving some of the worst fucking moments of the man's goddamn life.
Yeah.
Act like you have a shred of dignity.
Right?
And self-respect.
Yeah.
If I were there at the moment, I might wave.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot a peace sign or something. But I'm not going to approach that car, and I'm not going to approach him. He's had enough of that shit going on in his life. That's ridiculous. This is the kind of shit that will get people banned from being at court.
Mm-hmm.
That behavior is unfreaking excusable.
Like, we were told not to do that stuff, and here like, people, calm your tits down.
Oh, some of these chicks are delusional enough.
Oh, gosh.
I'm sorry. I'm going to say this. Folks want to know why stands say we want to get in his pants, and that's it.
Because of that.
Because that's how some of the people on that Twitter act like.
Yeah, I know. I've seen some of them, and I've blocked some of them because I'm like, you are too much. It's not about that. It's about justice, not sleeping with the dude.
Like, I've remarked, yes, the dude's remarkably attractive, ridiculously good looking, and I move on. I don't harp on it.
Mm-hmm.
I state it as the fact it is, and I move on.
Yeah. Is it okay if I share one of Joe Perry's wife's tweets
Yeah,
about
go
the pictures? Okay. This is a public tweet, guys. It's not. Okay, so here's what Cug posted about the
Yeah,
guy. And,
with that cup and that
yep.
same cup he's drinking in the TMZ video.
And this is what Joe Perry's wife, Billy, said about it. Is it zoomed in enough, or do you need me to zoom in more?
I can see it. Yeah, I saw that and I retweeted it.
Yeah. I just don't know if the chat saw it, so I'm sharing it.
Has anyone ever been around people who do drugs? It's not that fucking pristine, I can tell you that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even with the ADHD or ADHD or ADD. Oh my god, why can't I? Oh my god. Okay. Our lives are scattered because that is controlled chaos.
Just, I mean, I'm autistic. I thrive on order, but even my shit's, I like to call it organized chaos.
Yeah. We like our stuff in organized chaos because then we know where it is.
And but God help you if you move something.
Oh yeah. If someone
'Cause
else
we'll know.
moves it, we are going to lose our crap because we don't know where that is now. It's gone to us.
It was staged. First of all, the only one we've heard rumors about shooting cocaine up their hoo-ha would be her.
Yeah. Do you want me to show Joe Perry's post and his son's post?
No. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let me just find it again. Give me a second. Shouldn't take me too long because it was just like a couple days ago.
Gotcha.
Joe. There it is. There's Joe's. I'm pretty sure his son posted it for him, but you know.
Just make a comment. Oh yes, I always left my name right by the hydromorphone I was addicted to back in the early 2000s. God.
Okay, so here's them on stage together for a Hollywood Vampires show.
Mm-hmm.
And then here is the post. Heading.
Yeah, a little bit, because it's like, StreamYard, you're being a bitch.
How's this?
Now I can see it. Yeah, I did see that too.
And then I'll pull up the his son Aaron's post. It's longer. Aaron. These are public posts, people, so I'm not sharing private information. It's all public. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And while you're doing that, what that storyboard reminds me of when the JRC has parents try the GED and they say it's just a little sting, but they never put it on the full milliamps. Bullshit, and it's bad for you.
It's waiting there for you. Okay, so that's the picture he posted, right? And I'll scroll over here. Do you need me to zoom in?
Yeah. Getting sort of clear. Okay.
Don't I just read it?
Yeah. Go ahead and read it to the rest. Yeah.
Okay.
I read it.
I've met many people in this industry over the years, and I have to say that Johnny is one of the nicest, kindest, most humble guys I have ever met. The first time I met him, I walked in his studio, and he was in the middle of a conversation with Joe. When he noticed me walk in and sit down, he's shifted his position in the chair, opened his posture towards me, and welcomed me into the conversation. It was subtle move on move only noticeable if you were looking, but it was very welcoming and totally noticed. Many times I've walked into similar situations, but with other famous people, and they barely even glance in your direction. From that moment on, I knew he was a solid dude, and it's always being an honor and privilege working with him.
Which is what everyone says. I mean, that Rochelle, the chick I was talking about earlier, talks about him like he's a long lost son, over which she's extremely protective.
Mm-hmm.
She only talks about 2 people in the industry she's worked with. Oh, 3. Nick Cage, Johnny, and David Boreanaz are the only 3 people she talks about like that.
Yeah. I'm just looking for the 2020 post from Billy talking about living with Johnny. Because that says it all right there, that post. She said it to Adam Waldman when he had Twitter.
God, I miss Adam. Now that's my spirit animal.
Right? He was the best. We need him back on Twitter, gosh darn it.
Like, get them both on Twitter, damn it. Adam can run his he can run his Johnny's Twitter account.
Johnny asked him to. But Twitter was like,
Right?
Nope. Found it. I found it. Okay. Screen share. This. That. Got it.
Yeah, I saw this one.
Lived at JD's G house for off and on for 5 to 6 years. Never saw him age. One day JD was upset, told me she hits me. I said, a bitch slap? Not that it's okay. JD said no with her fist in my face. I told him that's not love. He's not in it. Hey.
Yeah, no, he's not. And you can fucking tell he's not.
Yeah.
My God, it's not rocket science.
Mm-hmm.
Crap they want us to buy with this case.
That's ridiculous.
And just like the crap. And I know the JRC is going to start the shit slinging. Like, it's starting to trickle in now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be real interesting because everybody, I know a lot of people, we're going to leave Twitter. We're going to leave Twitter. I'm like, I've still got way too much going on.
Mm-hmm.
The Manson case coming up. I've got the JRC shit getting ready to go down. We're still fighting ridiculous ABA, which lives under the premise that you can change somebody and make them act more neurotypical with behavior modification for something that's a neurological disorder.
No.
But there's logical me. That's not how any of this works. So yeah, I'm gonna still be on Twitter. Probably be more along the side of. I will say this. Other than the Manson case, I will probably huddle myself again more back onto the side of autistic Twitter and neurodiversity Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
We have less strange shit going on and a whole hell of a lot less drama.
When this case is done, I'm going to go back to music posting.
I get ya.
'Cause
I get ya. And you'll still be seeing shit from me saying, and this week and more bullshit we all get to put up with. I hope to God they bury that beep machine. For ADHD and autistic people, it beeps every few seconds. It's of Satan.
Yeah.
Like, what in the name of God made anybody think that was a good idea?
Right.
Like, okay, you actually have ADHD. This is a machine. I did a whole bit on it. Where
Well,
they stick
ADD.
it in the back where you're not allowed to reach it.
Ugh.
But what it does is it beeps every 3 seconds.
I would have a meltdown within like the first second because it's touching me.
Thank you.
Well, okay, so can I explain why?
Yeah, go ahead.
I have really bad neck problems. So if something touches the back of my neck, it's a danger zone. It's not a normal neck structure back there. It's okay, so I have scoliosis, which is a tricky little thing. And then I have fused bones in my neck, in the back of my neck.
Oh, God. And they have that thing.
So if something puts too much pressure on that, I'm down and I'm out. So if someone did that to me, they'll be paying for my grave, Bill.
Just even the thought being, if it were me, I would go nuts. Like that would cause meltdowns immediately. But with your situation, yeah, Jesus Christ.
You're just asking for something horrible to go wrong.
Yeah. So I'll be doing more normal stuff like that and exposing the crap that happens to the rest of us.
Yeah, and I just found out something so stupid about Canada.
Oh.
In the disability department.
Go on.
So, Sir Douglas Ford was asked, what are you going to do now that it's been made aware that people can't live in Ontario without $2,000 a month? Because people with disabilities don't get paid that. They get paid like
squat and shit.
They are paid not a livable wage at all.
No, we're really not.
No. Anyway, and he's like, oh, we help people get jobs. Okay, so here's the thing. People with disabilities in Ontario, if you're put on the disability program, it's nearly impossible to do that. And when you're put into it, it's because you can't get a job or you can't hold a job. Because your disability inhabits your way of life so much, it's impossible for you to have a job. So you need that money to be able to live. But if you're like, and he's like, oh, we help people get jobs. You're not understanding the question. You're not understanding what the heck is going on here.
You have people who cannot do jobs. And then you had people like my ass who could work.
Yeah.
But they keep you in poverty and they scare the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Because they punish you for working.
Yeah.
They would literally, if my bank account would go over a certain amount, even though I was only working part-time, they would yank that money out of my account and I would go into the red. And God, thank God for my mom and the money we hid away, or I would have been fucked.
Mm-hmm. But no, Doug Ford's like, oh, everyone on disability can get a job. No, they're on disability because they can't have a job. Because that's how it works here. But it's on the old school mentality where people on disability are just lazy.
Yeah.
Sure, years ago it was like that. But now it's not.
No, I've been hearing that shit for years. I'm like, you ever been autistic and tried to get a job, especially if you're a well-known autistic?
Yeah.
There's a reason only call centers will hire me.
Having ADD makes it hard for me to have a job. But I'm not on disability, so.
Being autistic does, especially when you're in a sales call center job where there's constant pressure all the goddamn time. Yeah. I've had meltdowns where I've had to go off the phone and I would literally melt down. And I do mean, unlike you, AH, I actually would punch myself.
Yep.
Not in the eyes or anything, but in the side.
Yeah. Like on the cheek or whatever.
And it was full force.
Mm-hmm.
But, which is probably what added to why I needed to see the dentist. Probably did not do myself any favors there.
Yeah. No, don't do that again.
I will try not to. But I don't know, between AH stands and some of ours.
Okay.
God.
How about we make a deal here, okay? If you feel that coming, take a walk.
Like, yeah, I gotta take my 15 now.
Yeah. Take a walk. Or scream into a pillow.
I did that earlier today. I took a bit, like, my poor cat was like, Mommy, what's wrong?
Wife.
And then he came over and he sat in my lap and he purred and made everything better.
Aww.
And can I say, okay, one of the things that endears me towards Manson as a cat person and a dog person, his adoration for his cats. Right, respect, sir. As it should be. As it should be. Treat that cat like the queen that cat is. I bet he does. I bet he does. I bet he spoils that cat rotten. Beautiful thing.
Yep.
All right, folks. We're about an hour and 34 minutes in. I'm a little bit brain dead. So we're going to go ahead and close out. And thank you, Jenny, for coming on. I was kind of scrambling there. I appreciate it.
Yeah, problem. You know what? If you want to send me a link before you stream, it's cool. It's up to you.
All right. I'll definitely start doing that again. And folks, we do appreciate your time and listening to the two of us rant. As always, we hope you all have a good one. You have a great night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.